Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. What are your likes, dislikes about the great Victor Newman on The Young and the Restless? Now, I haven't been watching the show that long, right? But even when I used to sit there and watch the show, the one person who I knew, even when I wasn't watching, even when I would just sit there and flip back and forth, the one person who I remembered was Victor Newman. I've heard people sit there and say how much they can't stand him. Some people have actually said how much they like him. The dude is definitely an icon for sure. So I want to know, what are your likes and dislikes about the quote unquote great Victor Newman? What's good, Dave? How you doing tonight? Darby's in the chat. What's good, Darby? How you doing, my friend? Now, as always, you know how we do. We talk about all the soap operas, all of them: YNR, B&B, Dave, and GH. LaShanta's in the chat. Tamara's in the chat. Joshua's in chat. I'm going to do my last drink tonight. I did last night. Was blocked. Did it say why was blocked though? Because I know you did play music and stuff like that. So what did you? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was wondering about that because you did the live stream. I was on there, and then you're redoing it tonight. Did it say why? Lashanta says I'm taking a break from YNR. Any particular reason why? I showed at I showered. I showed at what? Hey Joshua, what's going on? The amazing, gorgeous Queen Jen is in the chat. How's my sexy vixen doing tonight? Hope you had a great day. So, um, and like I said, as always, we sit there and talk about all the soaps. You know how we do. But yeah, Joshua, I was not there wondering about that. Joshua says a show that Terry Funk Master during a tribute to Terry and Bradley. I did play some music, but the Terry match was blocked. Oh, okay. All right. Ariana's in the chat. What's good? Joshua, I got to ask you another question. Queen of the South is in the chat. It was kind of rough. It was kind of rough. I kind of forgot how tiring it was to sit there and be there for that long. So that was fun, which is why I'm only doing it for an hour and a half tonight. Um, but then after that, 2 hours max, or probably more than that. Um, Joshua, how was you able to? Okay, do you have OBS? How was you able to? How was you able to do a reaction video on StreamYard? Lashanta says how they're doing. Adam Sharon never should agree with Victor. He will put Nick in charge. Chikaris is in the chat. What's good, Chikaris? Darby, my friend, what's good, Darby? Darby says the thing I dislike the most about Victor. It's all the things I'm not, but want to have the courage to try. I like that Victor never hurts children. Apparently, he just hurt some of his adult children. So cheesy. I'm doing good. I enjoy. I gotta finish watching your video. I enjoyed your video so far. The best and worst the worst characters that you dislike the most on General Hospital. I was loving that list so far. I gotta finish watching before I go to bed tonight. Jakara says, "How do you feel about filler?" I'm happy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm happy. I was kind of worried because I got used to the other guy being Philip, but the thing is, I only watched the character for like maybe about a year or so. So I wasn't super attached to him, whereas like another person came in, he actually did a really good job. So Joshua says I normally have StreamYard and it has a screen share, so I do it that way. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's interesting. I'm very iffy about doing reaction videos, but I feel like some stuff that I could do. So we got to sit there and talk because you got to show me how to do it. If you have the time, you can show me how to do the whole split screen and do reaction because I always want to sit there and try to do it that way. Ronnie Ron, how do you know Alex Blum? I've seen like a video or two of his. I can see Rex Balsam. Okay. Lashanta says, "Why Nikki tell Esther Shan will be because it's Nikki. You know how Nikki is. Nikki loves to stick her nose in business that it doesn't belong." Darby says, "Well, Nick, Victoria, Adam, and Abby all have legs, and they can walk away if Victor goes too." Yeah, that's true. That's true. You are 100% true. Laura B's in the chat. Was good, Laura B. Yes, I would definitely appreciate it. 'Cause we got to do a collab at some point. So yeah. But yeah, Ron, I've seen one of his videos before. Um, so that's how I know about him. Ronnie Ron says, "I missed Days of Our Lives today." Wow, that's kind of off. All right, well, hopefully you can watch it later on tonight or tomorrow or something. Lobby says, "Was it hard to?" Yep, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. Um, it's like when I got out of work, I was like, man, I'm kind of tired. What the hell? Like that's all I was telling people. I was like, tonight I'm just gonna do it to 9:30. Well, once I get used to it tomorrow, it'll be a full 2 hours. But yeah, it's kind of rough going back to work. Not gonna lie. It's not just says people don't understand. Victor will sabotage Adam. Adam the underdog. We gotta sit there and talk. We gotta sit there and do some more videos about Adam. I'm probably gonna cross some lines and probably piss off some people. But that's Jakar says I can't stay on long, but I was just supporting you. Thank you, Jakars. Thank you so much. I can't wait to finish watching your video. Also, Jakars has a new video of General Hospital, his top five worst characters. And it was good so far. So definitely check out this video. If I remember, I will put it in my uh, I had to put it in there somewhere. I'll try to put it in my description box below. Yeah, I'll put it in my description box below. That's what I do. Thank you, my friend. Darby says I realized that Liam is mentally and terrified of Thomas. Really? What made you say that for? You know, Thomas is not there fight for Hope's marriage. I don't know how many people that can do that. Uh, she has more, I guess in a lot of ways, more integrity than I do. I'll be honest about that. I don't know about fighting for somebody else's marriage. That's especially if I'm into her. I mean, it's one thing to back off, right? Back off. Let the chips fall where they may, as they say. Fight for somebody else's marriage. Lashanta says I can't stand Nikki telling Victor to give up on Adam, but not hers. Of course not. It's Nikki. You know how Nikki is. Oh, Ron with your theories. You know, if we fast forward to tomorrow, I'll probably be drinking almost every time I sit there and read one of your comments. I'm still laughing at J Money when he said those weren't. Who's J Money? Okay, you know what? Screw it. Ron, who's J Money? Tell me who J Money is. I don't know who J Money is. Black Minds in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? Lashanta says Tom can't make Liam one hope. No, he can't. Like I said, I thought it was cool that he at least tried to, um, you know, try to speak up for him. Darby says because Liam jumped back when Thomas came in his office. That tells me that physically Thomas owns Liam's heart. Okay. I felt like it was more like, why are you in my office for? Get out. Lasanta says Brooke getting her karma messy self. Brooke getting her karma messy self. Oh, for the, I don't know really how is that. Like, how is she getting her karma? Glad to hear that. And last day, funny, last day I was actually talking about you yesterday in the member stream because we was talking about different people that do reviews on soap operas and stuff. And of course, we had to sit there and mention you. You do last day. You do reviews as well. We're just gonna counting down all the different people that do reviews and stuff like that for at least GH. Yeah, at least for GH. So many people. So many people. So many people. So little time. Lasatra says Brooke knows why Liam can't forgive Hope. Riz told her. Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Ariana was good. Ariana, my day was good. It was good. It was a little rough going back into work. I'm not gonna lie. Ron says I don't know him, but he is on another podcast. He said that to the host that they were not FBI agents. Those were guys in jackets and ties, and they got those cameras off of Amazon. And Ron, okay? So Ron, do you actually believe J Money though? Do you believe there's J Money? Double C's in the chat. Was good, Double C? Yeah. So do you believe him, Ron? Bobby says I kind of liked it. Why am I doing this for? Yeah, I could just press a button using the mouse, the invisible mouse. Lashanta says Brooke hates rich kids do everything do everything to make sure she wins at all costs. Well, what did she do last time to win at all costs? I'm only asking you because I only been watching the show for like maybe about 3 years, 3 years and change. Ariana says, "Yeah, that first day back. That first day back is definitely something else. You got to get used to the shenanigans, the people, the gossip, the bitterness, and all the other stuff in general. So it was an adjustment." Double C says Victor treats his kids like pawns in the game. That is the Victor Newman way. That's well, can't sit there and say one of the reasons why. Ron says Albert at first I didn't believe him. That was the case. Why didn't any one of them wasn't a witness at Sheila's trial? I don't think the FBI agents are just going to sit there for a trial. So Ron, so what you're saying is that you believe him, right, Ron? Mr. Beer says I believe Thomas using revenge psychology or reverse psychology on Liam, so he won't forgive Hope. Kind of odd, but okay. Well, was good, Mr. Bear. But do you believe J Money though, Ron? Last day say thank you, Albert. Nice to know, even if I'm not in the live stream, I'm still. Of course you are. Of course you are. Last day, one day, I want you to be in the members only one. That's what I want you to be at. Also, I want you to be in the members only one. Lashanta says she feels she won Ridge from Taylor and Holt won against Steffi. Ron says, okay, so you believe J Money now. Okay. All right. Crystal Hawkins, what's good? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, Crystal? Crystal. Sorry. How you doing tonight, Crystal? Hope you had a good day. Yeah. I don't know, Ron, but you believe him, so that's something, I guess. Yes. He fought for it though. He fought for a marriage. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Crystal. Doing good. First day back at work. It was it was something else. But I was happy though. I got to come here, hang out with everyone here tonight. So actually, tell you the truth, Crystal, it's actually good to sit there and see you in the chat tonight. So thank you for coming through. Yeah, Curtis, aka what Kyrie's calls Little Bill, Trina. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I felt like Jade was somewhat forgettable. Not really a lot that happened that I can think of. And even Greg recently is saying, I don't know if I could sit there and tell Chase. You know, I just don't know if I'm ready to tell Chase yet. I'm like, what do you mean? If you're like, what are you talking about? You literally fell in front of Violet and scared the bejesus out of her. Crystal says, one of those days, okay, I feel you. Um, yeah, he's all like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm ready to sit there and tell Kurt, tell Chase." I'm like, when is a good time to tell Chase at this point? Sansa says Liam is a hypocrite, but what about Hope not wanting to be like Brooke? She's a hypocrite as well. Big Nate was good. General Hospital was forgettable. Say that much. Yeah, I mean, Ron. Let's be honest, it was BS. She got out of this on BS. It wasn't entrapment. The FBI, if the FBI can't get these charges to stick, then I just like no. Darby says Chase is a police officer who deals with death every day, and that's true. But to be fair, it's different when it's your own. It's different. It's different when it's your own family. But my whole thing is like Gregory don't have time. He doesn't have the luxury. You already found. You're scared, Violet. You don't have time to be sitting there. Ugh. Like I said, Gregory doesn't have the option of doing stuff like that. Lasanta says, I don't like Xander, but Sarah's wrong. Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing. I feel like Sarah, Sean don't need to be in, I mean, Sarah doesn't need to be in charge. I sat there and I thought about it, right? I've been pretty harsh on Xander. Maggie, the reason why Maggie's been pissing me off is that Maggie's like, I don't like Rex because Rex cheated on you. Xander kidnapped Susan, and because of that, halfway because of that, um, Susan wound up dying because Xander wants to sit there and get money and stuff. Yeah, she's meant to talk. Maybe you can give Xander back another chance. Like what? I can understand. I can understand where Sarah's coming from. You know, because it's like Xander has done some very terrible things, and I can't. Like me, I can't sit there and use as a man, it bothers me because I feel like if a woman says something like that, I would probably wind up dragging her through the mud for just using her gender card. So I can't sit there and do that. So I can understand, as much as I don't like Sarah, I can understand where she's coming from. Crystal says he gas told everybody else, why not? Why not Chase? Yeah. Ron says all the other charges are dropped. It's like you got double jeopardy, so there's no going back. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's BS. Sheila got off over BS. She got out over BS. Lashana is trying to make Finn and Liz a love story. Well, they've been trying to do that for a while. It's just most people aren't taking it. Ron said that's why Maggie needs to mind her damn business. Get a life. Sarah is a grown woman. Well, I don't I don't know about that, but I mean, she's totally okay with Xander, and the dude kidnaps people, shot people, Rex cheated on your daughter, and that's an unforgivable sin. Like, are you kidding me? Um, Curry says I gave major props to BNB review today. I was expecting you to defend Liam, but you didn't. So, oh, I mean, Kyrie. Well, thank you. You know me, Kyrie. I always got to sit there and keep it fair and balanced. I do. And I respect that Thomas. Thomas did something that I wouldn't have done, that I don't think I could do in that position. Lasante says EJ really want a hot on Ava. Ariana says thank you for the review, GA, so I don't have to. B&B was a bit messy. I just can't go on Y&R. Well, thank you for watching. Yes, like I said, I had to give Thomas his props to that. You know, Debbie says Rex and Sarah are worse than Xana because Xana should be given the choice to change for his child. Sarah's using the child's safety to be spiteful to Xander. And yes, and I will sit there and say this much, Derby. People do sometimes change. Sometimes they change for the best when it comes towards a child. And yes, I thought about that today too, and I was like, he may actually want to change and be a different person, but you're not going to know that because you're not giving him the opportunity to change. Um, Lasse says, I showed my friend the episode where Liam couldn't figure Hope. He was so happy that Liam said he couldn't forgive Hope. He said it's about time. Let's not to see EJ called and a hit on Ava for killing his mom. You mean like that's what's going to happen this week? Also, if anyone's watching Days of Our Lives, did anyone notice that it was kind of out of order? Like I woke up, I started watching Days of Our Lives. The first scene I saw was Julie and the guy Dick Van Dyke. But then when I went to rewatch it, it's like they changed the episode order around. Perry says Liam deserved to be single for the rest of his miserable, like ping pong waffle. Let's not just say, oh yes. No, I'm saying, is that something that's going to happen? Ron says EJ better prepare to cry when he learns that EJ is the father of Nicole's baby. Is not the father of Nicole's baby. I know that's what you mean. Darby says Sarah won't give him the choice to leave his child for his sake. Yeah, no, and granted, and what's good, Jonathan? Thank you for joining tonight. Um, I always sit there and say, when you change, you have to change because you want to change. You can't change because of someone else. You have to change because you want to, and if you don't, it's not going to stick. Now, with children, it's a little bit different. With children, it's a little bit different. And the fact of the matter is, maybe I'm just being optimistic, but I feel like he might actually change it for it's just for a child. It's just for his own flesh and blood. I feel like he would. With Sarah, it never stick because he didn't change because, well, it just wasn't going to stick. Well, how you doing tonight, Jonathan? Last says, I noticed that. Yeah, I saw that today. I was like, wait, because when I went back and I was like, where's the scene with Dick Van Dyke and Julie? It didn't really make a lot of sense. I knew that they want to probably change it. Johnson says, "Have you heard of news about Blair Kermit is returning to?" Are you serious, Jonathan? Are you serious? Johnson said, "I guess Sloan was pregnant. I just don't trust her." Yeah, I mean, I get it, but no, seriously, are you serious, there, Jonathan? Queen Nikisha's in the chat. What's good, Nikisha? Darby says Xander could just surprise Sarah and leave her alone for the child's sake. Yeah, she's not giving him the opportunity. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Darby. Harry says, "How was Cheers today? I only watched." It was forgettable. You didn't really miss anything. That's the truth of the matter. You really didn't miss anything. You missed nothing. The Dick Man. Well, I no, I know, but see, here's the thing, though, Jonathan. When I watched it around 6 o'clock in the morning, that's the first thing. That's the first thing that they showed. They showed Dick Van Dyke, and they showed Julie. And Julie was meant to talk about how Doug stubbed his toe, and they wound up going to they were at the hospital, and Julie was like, "All right, listen, we could sit there and keep each other company while we wait." And that's when the guy was like, "I don't remember who I am." And then when I started watching it later on, when I got to work, they changed the scene. They literally changed the episode. So I feel like that was actually a typo. Harry says Queen Nikisha, in case anyone forget, Nikisha is the Beyonce of the group. Damn right. Johnson says it was announced that Cassidy Pop will reprise. Oh, that's what's up. Pretty good. That'd be good. I like Blair. Ron says, Albert, what is your take on Nikki being in charge of Newman? Um, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Nikki, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure if Nikki's in charge, she's going to make everyone's lives miserable. That's my take on it. It's exactly what I mean, Darby. Santa Claus. Nikki said, "I don't think I'm capable of feeling sympathy for Curtis. I don't feel bad for him at all, at all. Damn." It says Curtis doesn't deserve any compassion, so he won't have any for me. Okay, wow. Wow, okay. I see both of y'all feel that way. Orbit says, "I wonder why Blair is returning." It's a damn good question, too. But I'm here for it. I am here for it. Watch you returning. Here's the thing. They had Jackson Montgomery return, and that was just like, okay. Um, I feel like that was more for fan service than anything else. Johnson says, could Blair be Martin's mystery ex-wife? And so then, yeah, that was to then take off Erica Kane. But to be fair, really, all that amount of money? I don't think that Blair actually has access to that money like that. Curry says, "I don't feel bad for the wheelchair being stuck with him." Oh, damn. Nikki said, "Even with everything, I don't feel any humility for Curtis. He's just insufferable." That's interesting. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. All right, team. Okay. Ron says, "Albert, the reason why I'm glad that Nikki is calling the shots because Nate is too comfortable thinking that he would run Newman." Hmm. Dory says, "But Blair was all my children, not meanwhile I left not all my children." No. Well, I was just talking about like they put Jackson in um General Hospital, so I don't see why they couldn't sit there and do Blair. And technically, Darby, if we're really sitting there talking about it, um, All My Children, General Hospital, and One Like to Live is in the same universe. Like they're literally in the same universe. They're all connected. Jenna says, "Who is Blair on GH?" Well, she was actually from One Like to Live. She was actually from One Like to Live, but technically speaking, One Like to Live, General Hospital, and All My Children are in the same universe. That's true, Crystal. They got along actually pretty well. But yeah, Janet, all those shows are connected. So she's from One Life to Live down. Last day said BNB was so stupid, so apparently Thomas has lost all self-respect as a man. Yes and no. I was calling him the ultimate simp, but Johnson says it's going to be interesting to be in an environment where Todd is not Todd and John is not John. Yes, but yeah, Darby, they're in the same universe. Nikki said, the scene from Diaries of a Mad Black Woman in the bathtub saying that's what I want for Jordan and Curtis. And maybe I might feel a little bad for Curtis, maybe. Ariana says scripting notes of today, listening. Lashanta says, now if Adam, Nick, and Sharon running the company, why put Nikki over them? Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't understand why Sharon is Nikki talking about how she wants to back out the company now. She wants to sit there and take. It's like to say, I want to take my toys and go home now. I don't want to play with you guys anymore. You guys are too mean. I just want to sit there and take my toys and go home. I'm like, that's not how that works. You're not in kindergarten anymore. You are literally doing business with Victor Newman. You don't get to just sit there and decide you want to just change the rules like that. Ron says so tomorrow episodes that Deacon and Sheila gets on Carter and why is Carter there? That's a damn good question. I have no idea. Chris says I can't wait for Wednesday's episode. Why not? Adam definitely gonna fight back per spoilers. Um Johnson says and whether Curtis or Cutter is not Cutter and Kim is not Kim. I don't know who those characters are. Last week, I'm just saying I'm not going to be anyone's cosplay surprise. No, and I get that. I get that part. Yes. Also funny that he changed his attitude depending on who Thomas was talking. On who Thomas was talking. No, I get that. That I do get. That I do get. Lasanta says Albert Victor running everything. Um, Devon got his company. Victor's running everything. Devon got his company. Okay, I don't. Okay. Like I said, I'm just saying, like Sharon deciding that she wants to back out and trying to get Nick to go along with it. I'm like, what are you doing? And this is something else that Sally did that tripped me out today, right? Sally didn't want to sit there and take money from Nick because of the optics. Sally and Nick make love, and now Sally's like, so so I want to start this company and I need a little money. Think you can sit there and help out? Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I didn't want to ask you before because it would look bad. I didn't want to sit there and seem like a gold digger, but I figured now's the time because nothing has apparently changed. Like, why is Sally so comfortable asking for money from Nick now? Johnson says those were one like to live characters played by the actor who played Cody and the actress who played. Oh, okay. The goddess is in the chat. What's good, Jess? Kyrie's just asking about you too. Darby says when they started When they started Adam Warren sharing that when he is in business, yes, and she didn't listen. That's exactly what I really sat there was like, Darby says, I hate Sally. LaShanta says Devon marriage with Joe. He got his company. That's true. That's true. I mean, it's possible, but it's one of those things where it's like I'm not listening to saying it's not possible to get our company back. I'm just listening to saying like it's just kind of stupid. It's like you now you decide, oh, I want to take my toys and go home. I'm like, what are you doing? Just as I feel like I've been MIA. You definitely been missed, Jess. Ron says Albert interviewers call certain actors by their names. Yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb if people sit there and get upset about that. It is. I just like I said, I don't understand why Sally's so comfortable asking Nick for money now. You know? Darby was asking about you as well yesterday. Like what changed? Like you turned down Adam's offer because Sally is an opportunist. Yeah, it was something that was just so like out of pocket about that, you know? Oh, damn. Damn. Lasanta says why Sharon didn't negotiate instead of giving Victor the power. Good point. Yep, I practically I said the same thing. I was like, it was forgettable. Lashanta says Sally is desperate. Johnson says, what do you think of Thomas and Liam singing? I respect the Thomas for trying to fight for Hope's marriage. Because that's not something that a lot of people would do, you know? Especially if you're into someone. You know, he didn't just step back, but he stepped back and he literally sat there and fought for her marriage. Now, I'm not a fan of him being the consolation prize, but Krista says, I don't like Curtis, but I like the storyline somewhat. Lashanta says Sally is desperate. Okay. Ron says, but Albert, if the actor responds to people calling them by their names, people will feel like you're talking about. I mean, I get it. But like I said, if they're gonna get pissy about it, then that's just on them. That shows a level of stupidity on them. Gemini. Gemini says everyone needs a family member like Aunt Stella when you need words of encouragement. I wouldn't go that far, but um, what's good, Gemini? It's really good to see you. Just say glad Curtis put on his big boy pants today and decided to come home. Not sure why it took Stella to convince him. Yeah, I mean, I guess she did sit there and lit a fire under him and stuff, so that's cool. I'll say that much. Formerly known as Eagle Fang, Lionheart is in the chat. Want to say hi to all before the hurricane comes by. Mora needs my rest, but I wonder why Curtis meant he got Sunny's protection in the preview. Oh, well, yeah, I was Osiris, yes, because he's with Drew. It says Drew helped him out. They boys now, they boys for life. Just says you shaved or something, you look different. Yeah, I did. I did. Hey, yeah, I shaved on Saturday. Lasanta says I feel if Eric told Ridge his problem is shooting off, but he was out of order. Maybe, but I understand where Eric is coming from. You have a point. You do. Johnson says, do you think Eric design project with RJ could finally lead to RJ getting yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I was hoping about that today. But Lashanta, you do kind of point to an extent, yes. Yep, just Saturday afternoon. In case I was someone would light a lantern under Curtis. Damn. Ron said Bella's so effing stupid, using Thomas to make Hope Bliss look good. Um, it just got messy, honestly. Like whenever I was up there eating stuff, like even applesauce, it just started to get on my mustache and beard. It got messy. I think that was the problem. It just got too messy. And I was like, I'd rather just sit there and shave it at this point and just be done with it. I should probably got it trimmed. Maybe next time I will. Next time I'll just get it trimmed. Harry says, I wonder if the writers remember that Thomas saved Liam and Bill from prison. Liam was right there when Bill said, You did this for me. I'll never forget a clear to slave for Beth incident. For the Beth incident. That's part of the reason. I'll sit there and say the other reason why I actually got my shaved and the members only. There's another reason why. So that's half of the reason. Curry says it will be perfect timing for Thomas to throw that up in Liam's face, and Liam shook Thomas' hand. Lashanta said Brooke tells Hope. Yeah, I didn't understand that. I was like, what? Why are you still? Oh, sure. That is a two-part reason, but that is half of the reason now. Johnson says I could see RJ sticking up for Eric along the way. I can see that too. I can see that as well. Ron says, "What is your take on Cardi B allegedly cheating on her husband, Offset?" I mean, if he cheated and she cheated, then I'm cool with it because it's even at that point. I mean, granted, cheating is wrong, but if one person's going to cheat and the other person cheats, then it evens it out, and to me, it just kind of cancels everything out. Jim says Brooke thinks Liam is the best thing ever for Hope. Darby says because your lover Nina loves a clean. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly why. Thank you, Darby. That is another reason. That is probably the main reason. There is another reason, but that is the main reason. Yeah, I felt like you meant Brooke. I was happy. Not only was I happy, but um, I'm cool with the actor being Philip. I'm cool with him being Philip. Exactly, Carries. Yeah, Darby hit it. Darby, right there. To be fair, Jonathan, I only known the actor for about a year and a half, so I wasn't super attached to him. Where it's like no one else could play him. Trish. Brooke is on that misery love company. She doesn't want Hope to be truly happy with a man who only loves her. Sure, and welcome, Trish. Welcome, Trish. Lashanta says Ridge is not a bad person. Eric's going overboard. Yeah. I understand the idea of just talking and stuff like that, and he probably could have did it that way. But I also was giving I also understand that he was being taken advantage of, and that's not cool. Just said we'd love to see you do more collabs, like another one with Kyrie or something. Yes. Next month I'm gonna start to do the collabs again. So yes, that is definitely gonna be happening. That is definitely gonna be happening. Debbie says I can't say another reason or you. Oh, yep. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. What's good, Makai? That's what I said. Let's welcome Trish. Yes. Johnson says, me too. I think he did a good job playing for it. Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm with it. Harry says, whatever Queen just wants, she gets. So it looks like, yep, absolutely. And that's 100% very true. Whatever Jess wants. That's just how it is. You're damn right, Carries. And yes, I'm glad that you're here. Seriously, thank you for joining tonight. Juan says, Albert, you're going to agree with me if Mr. Alar were to try being in purple Cardi B. Well, yeah. Um, yes. Obviously. Obviously. Yeah, so it's always really cool to sit there and see some new people. That's why I said hitting the like button really helps. Hitting the share button really helps. I have no idea where we are with that. Courage that you have to do, but have to do your collab with your cars and Jonathan first. They ask first. Yes, now I'm definitely going to sit there and, yeah, we're going to work that out. Just as a collab with some subscribers. Something fun. Yes. It's certain people, but yes, definitely. Joshua said, Albert, I started collab account over on StreamYard and sent you an invite. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I do have an idea. I do have an idea. I'll put like a poll up on the members live stream. I'll put a poll up for the members, and we'll go from there. Because I do kind of have a new idea that I thought about off and on, and then just reminded me of that. Every said it involves you, Nina, and a clean shave and religion. Every says, what about your collab with Nina? Well, whenever Cynthia Watros is is available. Spyquake was good. Spyquake is home. He is in the chat. Curry says, put a poll for what? I don't want to sit there and say here first. I'll tell the members first, and then I'll tell everyone else afterwards. Because I had an idea what I want to do. Oh yeah, no, I would definitely love that as well. I definitely second that. That'd be cool. Yeah, and the thing was actually pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. So that is right. How was your vacation? How was your vacation, Spiderquake? Lashanta says, Makai says, I'm not getting notifications when you go live on Sundays with Danny Bear. That's so weird. Because usually what I do is I'll put up two. I'll put up like, hey, I'm going to be going live in a little bit. And then, oh, you know what it is, Makai? If you hit the post notifications, it will sit there and, let me take this down. What was that damn button at? Oh, wow. I wasn't subscribed? Yeah, if you hit the subscribe button, then you hit that bell, it will sit there and send you like a full alert. But it's so weird though. I think that's what you have to do. You have to hit the bell, not just the subscribe button, but you actually have to hit the bell. Glad to hear it, Spider Quick. Derby says good because next week I'm gonna us play down to act it out or use GI Joes and Barbies. Yeah, that's. Once you hit the subscribe button, just hit the bell, and it'll come up. You know, it's really sad. It's like I should have told people that a long time ago, though. It's really funny, and this is something I didn't give Josh credit for, right? The people kept saying, "Well, Darby says I'm done." Um, People listening to saying like, Josh never really worked a day in her life. And I'm like, yes, she did. She worked at Lila's camp. Like she was technically a camp counselor. Well, but here's the thing though. It's like even before working at Kelly's, she used to always work at you always used to work at Lila's camp. So she was technically working for a while. And that's something that I didn't even. I think Johnson got me so pissed off. I actually forgot that she technically was working. Um, on a way to blame those Logan sisters. Uh, those damn Logans. Damn Logans. Lashanta says, I'm so over Anna and Valentine. Yeah, I'm like, Anna can't trust Valentine. What the hell are they doing? Valerie's in the chat. Was good, Valerie? So, Kyrie's. Now, Ungame Miller's in the chat. Was good? Curry says, look, Jocelyn breathing rubs me the wrong way. I'll find fault with everything that she do. Of course, of course. I expect nothing less at this point. Angela says my complaint about Victor is the fact that he won't put Victoria in her place, and he needs to be more Victor-like. He's getting way soft over the years, over the last couple of years. Charlie says Curtis was interesting to say, not much else. Nikki said it was cute because when Josh was a kid, she attended the same camp that she grew up working for. It's sweet that they kept the name the same for Lila. I wish she was working. I also didn't give her that much. I don't give her much of anything, but I'll give her that. Or just is Martin. Oh, or just says, how ridiculous was Lucy Tay? Why would anyone give up 50K an island? For love, Jess. For love. That's why they would do it. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I guess that answers that. Lashanta says, yeah, I remember Spencer was missing on her watch. Trish says, I wouldn't call what Victor did to Sally soft. Yeah, no, that was. I'm not gonna lie, that was spiteful. I don't even like Sally, and I was like, what she did was just straight up wrong. Lashanta said, Jack coming back to represent the company during deception. Just says you can still have the money and have her. But just if you had to choose one, if you had to choose one, either the money or the man, who would you choose? Please give it the right answer. Please give us the right answer. Carrie says, I'm still looking for Betty to final air date. I'm looking closely. Betty, Betty, Betty. Yes, Jess. What would you choose? Would you choose the man or would you choose the money, the 50K a month? Darby says the money. What would you choose? Everyone in the chat, what would you choose? Please choose the right answer. Darby says there's not that much love elsewhere except for Albert's love for Nia. That's true. That is very true. 50K a month. Darby says money can't buy love. The money. Just said 50 alimony. And Nikisha didn't even Cristal says I have been watching Days and Johnny and Chanel are light years ahead of Sabrina. The 50 alimony jazz. Keisha says 50K all day. Curry says, I believe her final air date. I'm going to post a live stream on my channel. And Janetta says, I choose the money. Trish says, he have to be pretty good to give up 50K. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Angela says money can buy love. So quick says Albert, like I said, I'm making a 2.5K a month. I'll drop 50K because I'm still doing good financially. Dolly's in the chat. Was good, Dolly? Darby says that kind of money can buy a whole lot of likes. Yes, that's right. The money just said 50K in alimony is nice. I don't know. But if you had to choose one, what would you choose? Hmm? What would you choose? Okay, said just get a prenup. Billy says, what's the question? Would you choose the 50K alimony a month or would you choose love? So the 50K a month or love? Which one would you choose? Which one would you choose? Like Quick says, because 50K a month is good, but it's not that necessary. Trish says, love is real. So Trish is going to choose love. Carrie says, I need to hire a professional dancer. I need to buy a cake. I need live music and a pony with. Uh, I feel like Jess is actually trying to have both. Hold on, Jess says if that's my man, that's my man. He's not going anywhere. So 50K for me. No, 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 no. You don't. No, 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 no. That's no, no. See, I knew Jess was going to sit there and try to do this. You got to pick one or the other. You either got to pick the love or you got to pick the money. You can't have both. There's either the love or the money. Barbie says that reminds me. Don't forget. Yes, hit the like button as you're coming in. It really does actually help. Seriously. Barbie says that's 60K a year. F love. Billy says 50K a month can help me put some love on layaway. Exactly. Valerie says money, yes. Lashanta says you don't have to get married. Look at Oprah and okay. No, we doing one or the other. There's no loopholes. Okay. Ariana's yes, hit the like button on the way. It really does actually help. Seriously, thank you. Thank you, Ariana. Lashanta says if He's been married 3 times. I feel him. Yes, if you're coming in, hit the like button. He said, I trade every man I've ever dated combined for 50K a month. Damn, damn. Mm. Like Craig says, I'm saying I choose love as long as I'm. No, 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 no. See, we're not doing that. You pick one or the other. It's not. It's not a. You either gotta pick this person. You gotta marry this person, or you just get the 50K a month. There's no back and forth. We're not. No. I love how people need to try and find loopholes. There's no loopholes. It's either one or the other. Harry says they say money don't buy happiness, but I sure like to find out. No, I choose love. So you choose love, okay? All right, you choose love. Tamara's real. Tamara's like, I'll take the money all day, every day. I love that honesty. He said, "Ish, I could break off my exes with some change, but they're hurt feelings." Keisha is picking the money. See, respect. Hmm. People try to find loopholes. There's no loopholes. It's one or the other. Not how it works. Crystal says, "Why can't you have both? Is there a rule?" Yes, yes, there is. The rule is you pick one or the other. There's no both. So you either pick the money, Crystal, or you pick you marry the love of your life. That's it. Those are the only rules. Those are the only options. No, no, no. That's always been okay. I'm gonna make this clear. You either marry the love of your life or you choose the 50K a month, but not both. Is that LaShanta 10 toes down for the money? So you're picking the money. I like that. No, Jess is one or the other. I said it was one or the other. Harry says, "Oh hell no, I'm not gonna marry that H over 5K. But if I can have my 3 to 5 kids, and I'll choose them over the money. I find another way to make more money." He said that money could put my kids through college without loans. F love, my kids are the love of my life. Here's the money. I like that. I like that. I felt like I made that more clear before, but okay. Love it, Crystal. Love it. Money. 50K is too much. I'll get bored. Okay. I like that. Okay, that made me laugh. Good. Debbie says I respect you for life for that answer. I get bored. Yep. Angela says I'll choose the money, and if the love of my life, it come back anyway. Yeah. Lashanta says Anna told Marty Lucy loves marriage. Okay, well, you're young, Spider Quake, so I'm gonna give you a pass on that. Curry says, so let's be clear, I don't choose love over money. Like no woman or guy, I have to marry them and stay broke unless the woman already has my children, and the stipulation is I lose custody if money. Just says I could have both. Okay, so Jess is going to sit there and just make up her own goddamn rules. So, okay, I'm pretty sure it was either one or the other, but okay, sure. Just decides she just wants to change the rules. So, okay, sure. Pretty sure it was one or the other, but okay, Jess, I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a pass. That's very true, Jess. That is very true. Like I said, Spider Quick, I'm just gonna give you a pass because yeah, I'm just gonna give you a pass. And Jess, you're just Jess. So, Kyrie says, Albert, which one will you choose? Keep putting people on the spot. I will answer your own question. Money. No, no, no. I'll choose love. No, I'll choose love. No, I'll choose love. Angela says I can cry in my stash of 50K a month and go and find me a new love. But yes, no, Kyrie, if I sit there and choose between love and money, I would sit there and choose love. Toby says money makes life more bearable. Just says, why did you change your answer? And I thought about it. And it's like money would be great, but I mean, it's not exactly really worth it's not really worth living, you know? It's not really worth living for. Harry says, so you choose Nina, yes. By love you mean Nina, then yes. If you say anyone rich in the chat that wants to make this an example of reality, I violate he has a trend. No, I would choose love. I would choose love. Harry says I choose the money and buy me a different love each month. Just says so you live for love. Hmm. I guess. Well, love is worth living for. Love is definitely worth living for. Exactly. Okay, Spider Quick. Okay. That's okay. Love does not pay the bills. That is very true. That is very true, Angela. Now, Kyrie says, Spider Quick, check back with us in a few more years when you have bills to pay. Thank you, Kyrie. That's what I was like. I'm gonna give Spider Quake just I'm gonna give him a pass. What are you making 5K off of though? I don't get where this 5K scenario is actually coming from, but Billy says next time you go to the grocery store, don't pull out your wallet, just say I love you and see. Yes, yes, Black Maya, hit the like button. Seriously, hit that effing like button. What the hell are we actually on the legs? My partner makes close to that. Darby says sentimental idiots. Oh, where we at? Where we at the like? Oh, 22. Okay, so we got 22. We got 22 people in the chat. Well, we got 29 people in the chat. We got 22 likes. So if you are enjoying the show, hit. I mean, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does help. Darby says sentimental poor. Yes, see that makes more sense, Darby. Yes. Johnson says the Brady and Philo showdown. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I actually did kind of like. I actually kind of like it today. Ariana said, "This is fun. You crack me up." And I had to really think about it. Trish says, "If you are truly in love with the love of your life, money does not compare for the real thing." Trish says, "I don't know about that." So Jess, why can't you just you okay, Jess? You want to change your answer? I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you if you want to change your answer. Do you want to change your answer? Like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna let that go. So, Jess, you want to change your answer? Or you want to keep it the same? I'm going with love. That's where I'm going. I want to see if you're gonna change your answer. I was wondering that too. I was wondering where that scenario came from. Even though I just gave him a pass. W says that the kind of poor that's the type of talking poor people tell themselves when they don't have money and Lashanta says when you get a certain age your mindset changes. Yeah, I mean that's very true, but that's why I didn't really sit there and say anything that's very quick. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let you rock. I'm just gonna let you rock. Johnson says Chelsea Brady is also returning for Victor's funeral. Is Bo's daughter with Billy Reeves? Okay, that'd be interesting. Actually, oh, that's who else was in the episode. That's who else was in the episode. Teresa. Teresa actually came in the episode. Wow, he really did. So, Jonathan, at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think they showed Friday's episode because there was a scene with Teresa and Brady. I knew something was off. Just says, no, I still want both. Okay, well, you have a rule. Whatever just wants, just gets. So let it go. Dolly says, love is for folks without student loans. I like that. I like that. Lashanta says, why did Philip come back? For Victor's funeral. Abby says, Albert, you're Albert, you 40-year-old man. You're too old to be talking like this. Quite Quick says, plus now in 2023, it's easy for women to make bank. Johnson says they probably showed the episode. Yeah, they did. That's exactly what they did. It was next Monday. Oh, yeah. Dolly and Jonathan. That's what. Yes. See, okay? So you saw it too. You saw it too, Lashanta. Oh no, where's Susan at? Susan was in the episode. EJ was actually sleeping, and Susan came in his dream, and then he woke up. Okay, just says, but why love over money? Why love over money? I just, Real talk. Man, I wish I actually was drinking tonight. You know what it is, Jess? And I can only speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for anyone else. Once you've been in love, it's something that is unforgettable. It's something that's unforgettable. And it's something that you can't put a price tag on. That's why. Once you've been in love, it's not something you can measure with money. And I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's true. Debbie says, "I'm sorry, Trish. It, it is quite a quake. I'll say that much. Even though I really shouldn't be talking to you about OF. Cat lady. Earlier says Albert just had the. I'm about to block you if you say oh one more time. Yeah, yeah, it's true. That's why. That's why I just sit there and chase my ass. I was like, no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Trish. Earlier says it was nice to see Teresa and the ending reveal had me like, wow. Yeah, it was. Johnson says I actually thought Kristen would head to Kelly. Oh, Christina would head to Kelly's and get some kind of competition with Josh after she left. That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting. He said the thing about love is the people change and love change. Some people will be in love with you for as long as they need you. Most people don't even agree on what love is. Asante says, I've been in love, but I'll take the money. Okay. Juwan's in the chat. What's good, Juwan? Very quick says, look, if you're a woman that looks good and start, it is it's really not. It's not. Juwan says Thomas is a simp. Lashanta says, yeah, I remember everything was brand new. Hmm. I don't know. It's just something that you can't put a price tag on. Johnson says, unfortunately, today's episode G's was mostly a snore fest. Yeah, it was pretty forgettable. It was. Kelly says, and yes, GH was a no today. Why the fuck quick says Thomas is like Albert? Eh, no, 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 no. And to be fair, it was more funny when Kyrie said it. Kyrie says it sure ain't that easy, Spike Quick, but you're still young and naive. You got a lot to learn. It's okay being young while you can. I agree. I agree with Kyrie's. People in the chat just making up their own rules. It's not how you play the game. Well, just does whatever the hell she wants, but it's not how you play the game. I guess I'm more complicated than that, Spike Quick. Dolly says it's me or does his version of Philip on Dave's mind. Anyone else of Liam from B&B, something about his voice and acting style. And yes, that is actually yeah. I would definitely sit there and say the acting style. I would definitely sit there and say the acting style, Dolly. Crystal says I like GH today. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna work for everyone. Not gonna work for everyone quite quick. Speak of the devil. Mr. Gray's in the chat. What's good, Nathaniel? Just says I love this chat. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Seriously, I'm glad that you're here. That's right. That's right. Let's say what's up. Thank you, Nathaniel. How you been? How's life? I mean, we were just in the chat talking about how amazing GH was today. Seriously. Oh, beach day. Okay. Man, I haven't been to the beach in a hot minute. I have not been to the beach in so long. My parents said what happened today. What the hell did actually happen on General Hospital? I felt like there wasn't a lot that actually happened. I like that answer. Just said GH was born because you weren't on it. Just says Thomas is a big brother with a ton of issues to work through. Yeah, he didn't actually have the best. He didn't actually have the best therapist. I'll tell you that much. Bobby says sounds funny. I haven't been on the beach in a minute. Carrie says how amazing, boring, how amazingly boring they need Steve Rocco reject on call ASAP. But then say you're gonna make me, you're gonna miss me when I'm dead. I actually will. Like all jokes aside, I would I actually will. Hopefully he's not actually going anywhere. Johnson said GH won't be boring when we see Morgan again. Ariana says he's in Cali. That's a different kind of. Oh, okay. Just as I think Betty will be dead before Mason. Daniel says Betty is off the show. Carrie says, Mr. Guy, I'm going to be celebrating like hell when Betty is dead. I'm hiring dancers. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If you like, all seriously, Kyrie, if you actually do that, I want to see. One says Thomas and Willow. Yeah, no, I don't want. I don't want to die either. Haley says yes, we will. Yes, we will. OGs keeps you around. Yeah, same. Just says Betty is off or is she dead? And the thing says it's official. Betty is gone. She can go now. She's pointless. Oh, that's too bad. I'm actually okay. I feel like I'm the only person in chat that's actually gonna miss Betty. Literally, I'm the only person in the chat that's actually gonna miss Betty. Bobby says, is she gone or is she dead? I'm gonna miss Betty. Ariana says, I hope Betty is dead before Mason is. Kaylee says she's really in Sunny's trouble. Ariana says you might get your legs broken. Barry says Dex is told to go after her, then she disappears. Just as I'm pretty sure she's dead. That's a good question, Nikisha. Her says, I like that I like that crude, arrogant woman. Me too. Me too. Joanna says, gone for now. She'll be back. She will, Betty will be back. Taylor says, damn, Ava needs to return that. Victoria! Yeah, I've been everyone enjoyed Betty. She's part of old school soap energy. Yes, thank you. It was good to see you, Victoria. Thank you, Kyrie. Kyrie says, thank you for making my night. I hope your girlfriend rocks your world tonight, Mr. Gray. You deserve $1 million raise for for confirming Devil's Gone. Damn. Also, thank you, Kyrie. Thank you. The thing says what they say is, well, there is a way you can maybe stop me from dying. Just saying. That's true. There's a number. Yeah, I gotta sit and look up that number. There. Valerie says, "What sign a petition?" There's a number that I gotta sit there and look up. And you can call in and sit there and try to, keep them on the show. I think if I feel like if you get enough people, you can actually sit there and try to find a way to keep them on the show. I just have to find a number. I thought about that today when I was sitting there watching on the soap. So it's like, Hillary says, hopefully your Sarah's son keep you around as Laura's nephew. Harry says, I sound whatever you need, Mr. Gray. I'll chip in to get you a Topa if you need me to. Nah, there's a number you can actually call in. I just have to sit there and try to find a number. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just read that. I'll get the number and I'll sit there and let people know about it tomorrow when I come on. Ron says, who's going to kill Mason? I wonder. Well, hopefully no one. Lasanta says, I'm sick of Nina constantly asking Sunny to tell her. Yep. Well, the thing is, Lasanta, she's not cut out for that life. She is not cut out for that life. Oh, she definitely is, Valerie. Gemma, you got a new person. What's good, Gemma? Ron says, Auntie Mason seems more like Ava type than Austin. Mason seems more like Ava's type than Austin. Hmm. Yeah, it's good to have you in the chat, Gemma. Okay, so what storyline would y'all write to keep Mason around? Who else does have that secret ties? Who else does he have secret ties to? Maybe he crossed paths with Cody before. Just as make Mason settle down, work at the hospital, fall in love with Liz. Ariana says, I don't usually care, however, I will get on the save Mason train. Johnson says, what if Mason somehow gets killed by someone who names rhymes with Mason? Whose name's rhyme with Mason? Yes, I saw the previews. I know a lot of people are going to be upset. I know a lot of people's going to be upset. Like Jordan was. That would be interesting. Elliot says Mason can can get with Christina. LaShanta says I see Ava tell Nina everything, but not that she told Austin. Maybe Mason can get with Christina. You know what? This version, yes. This version, I can sit there and say yes. Mason was related to that kid Wyatt. Harry says, but Mr. Gray, tell Ella I wish her the best in her future endeavors. She's talented. She made me hate Betty with a passion like no other. She can join B&B and slap Brooke. Actually, she needs to be on Y&R. I can see either one of them. I can see either one of them. Just as Mason being undercover would be cool. Johnson says, think about Albert Wishy's character have a name that rhymes with Mason. Rhymes with Mason. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. I'm gonna feel like so much of a dumbass when I figure it out. I don't know. I really don't know. Which character on Cheers does remind? Oh wow! I feel so stupid. Thank you, Nikisha. Duane says they need to make Austin interesting. See, they tried that with It was good, Shakira. Thanks, Jess. You know, Jess, when you say things like that, that actually made me feel so much better. So thank you. Thank you, Laura Bing. Carrie says, why not needs more younger people? She can be a new troublemaker. They can pair her with Adam, or they can age Johnny. Or she does B&B, they can pair her with RJ. Carrie said, you feel so stupid. You know, I felt kind of dumb before, but then Jess came in and rubbed it in. So, you know, that's why I appreciate Jess. That's why I appreciate her. Like, man, I feel so silly. Then Jess was like, it's not that hard. Thanks, Jess. Carrie says she's only 26, right? I have no idea, but interesting. Joanna says, let Betty slap RJ. Carrie says, oh, she. It's like Darby. I was like, I was only feeling slightly silly about it. Oh, Jess, you have definitely been missed. You have definitely been missed. What the? Yes. Earlier says some woman from Well Like to Live coming to GH. Yes. Blair. Blair Kramer. Cassie the Pie. Darby says you shouldn't talk to geniuses like Jess. Well, you know, Jess usually always puts me in my place in case I forget. What the? Curry says she can slap RJ Mama or anyone of his aunties. Yep, Blair Kramer, Blair and Todd. Unfortunately, I couldn't like Todd because of what he did, but When I was younger, I used to like Todd a lot. Todd used to be my favorite. Todd used to be my favorite character, and then Colin. Colin, Colin and Todd were ties. That's my favorite characters. And then when I grew up, well, now it's just Colin, but just says I like Blair, but why? You think it's because she reminds you a little bit of Carly, Jess? You think that's why? Maybe because she reminds you of Carly. In the case that all these who want to live alumnus can we get eventually, please? Riley says Blair might be the ex-wife. Yes, somebody else is saying that too in the chat earlier. That's why, Jess. That's why. Callie says love Todd and Blair. Johnson says I wish we knew what's been going in Landview ever since the Hulu version of the show was abruptly canceled. It was. I mean, I looked at some of the times or whatever, and like some of it would come on. There was only either half an hour or 40 minutes. Then they would scale it back to a half an hour, and then they wouldn't show it on Fridays. Like it was all over the place to be honest. It was like Monday through Thursday. It was weird. I remember looking at that. Toby says most of the time I feel old and stupid after talking Jess, but after talking to her, I feel blessed. I get it. Jess is that special. Seriously. Taylor says, please, I hope her character bumps into Austin. Lasanta says, I hate Star Lost Cole and Their Baby by Anthony Zing. And that was the thing. So yeah, they died, but then they weren't really dead, I heard. And that was the reason why Star broke up with what you call over the phone. Just to don't let someone who will not be yeah, yeah. Almost forgot about that too. Almost. Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't yeah. I didn't say it loud enough. No, yeah, what the hell did I sit there and say? John, I remember it being on Hulu and they just had these like was it true that they only started doing like 4 days a week? Jonathan? Was it true that they only started doing 4 days a week when it was on Hulu? I mean that's a good question. Like what probably happened to him after that? Oh, they did start doing only 4 days a week. Okay, that was weird. Ashanti says Connie, not Anthony. Oh, Connie was the one. It was Johnny Z, not Anthony, that killed Hope and Cole. Until they didn't, though, right? Ashanti says they did die. Who said they weren't? I don't know. Somebody told me. I don't know how true it was. Somebody told me that they weren't like they were dead, but then they weren't dead. Um, and that's the reason why Star wound up breaking out with Michael over the phone. Also says, and then they shrunk it to 2 days. What? Let's see. Okay, and that's the thing, Joe Jonathan. It was 5 days, then it was 4 days, then it was 2 days. And but now I wonder why I canceled. Now I wonder why I got canceled. There's Darby says, Kyrie, you are dangerously close to being elected the mayor of Simptown, USA. Kyrie said, first of all, Darby, I was the only simp he taps out quicker than TJ when it comes to Jess. Oh, damn. God damn, Kyrie. I might actually have to get up and just walk that off for a minute. Jesus Christ. What? Let's just keep that up just a little bit longer. It, is that exactly, cat lady? Johnson says they canceled them because of Prospect Park lawsuit against ABC. Yeah, I feel like it probably didn't help though. I mean, that's yeah. I like I have nothing to say to that. I really don't. Ambassador Sam, good evening, everyone. Yes, I agree. Mason's perfect as Cyrus' family. My favorite Cyrus and Mace, Cyrus, Austin, and Mason. Yes, welcome, welcome. This is actually the second time I think I've seen you in the chat, so it's good to see you again. That's right, Darby. My dude Kyrie's came out with the knives and everything. He was not playing. No holds bar. I don't know. I don't know, Duan. She seemed like she was not up for going another round this time. Which again, I think this is why last day was like I'm not gonna highlight that. This is actually why last day was like I wouldn't want to be a consolation prize. Debbie says, damn, never really get mad at me. Man, Kyrie's plays no games. I don't feel like that's true, by the way. Um, but it was funny to sit there and read the comment, just to put that out there. Ambassador says Cyrus Mason purchased that bar where fight took place. Cyrus Mason purchased that bar where the fight took place. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I still feel like that's. I mean, it was a good scene. It just also seemed like it was kind of out of pocket though. So I got all the places Carly could have went to. Really? I mean, I know they can't go to Jake's anymore because, well, reasons. But and also apparently, I her damn name. Olivia is not Jenny. Is clearly not Jenny from the block anymore. Trish says, "Well, yes, Hope never had it so good. The best she's had with Liam, she was, yeah, that was bad. That was Trish. That was bad." Darby says, "I hope that this Thomas." Hope that this Thomas, Hope and Liam story ends with everyone having some growth and maturity. Valerie says Olivia got bougie. Olivia got bougie. Johnson says, "What if Philip makes a move with Bella that makes Sean jealous?" I can see him doing something like that. Honestly, tell you, the truth, I was actually surprised I didn't see today. Um, Clint, that effing Proud Boy, Clint the Proud Boy. Curry says, see, that's how to properly execute Spider-Quake. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I mean, that was a good comment. I mean, it wasn't true, like as far as me like tapping out or anything, but that was good though. I like that. I like that. I like that totally non-true comment that you wrote. I was with it. Very creative. Darby says Sean will be too drunk to notice. Hmm. Darby, do you think that's how Bella's leaving the show? Or how Martha's leaving the show? Yeah, exactly. It was a very creative, comment that's clearly not true, but it's one dude always gets he gets points for creativity. Johnson says Abe did reclaim his place as mayor until his opponent Paulina. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. Yeah, he appointed Paulina. Goddamn proud boy. That's all I'm gonna sit there and keep sitting there saying. Goddamn proud boy. I feel like he is, and I have to tell you, Jonathan. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he is just an a hole at this point. Darby says both Bella and Chloe are both leaving the show. It's so weird, though. I mean, it's weird, but it makes sense, especially since that dude was actually still there at the time when they were filming and stuff like that. They were still there, so I can understand why. I get if that's why they're leaving. Johnson says so. Bye bye to that a hole. Yeah, I just hope that he's actually just an a hole. Ambassador says recall G's history. Sonny, Luke, Frank, Smith, Clow. Why not Cyrus Mason's bar upgraded? Legit business front. I can see that. Harris says actually would Betty be better for Thomas or RJ? Give it to RJ. Give it to RJ carries. Give that young man something to do. Give that young man something to do. I'm gonna go with RJ. Yeah, but I mean honestly tell you the truth, Jonathan, I hope he's just nail. Because at least here's the thing, at least if he's an air hole, he could be redeemed. You know? There's always a chance for redemption down the line. You can keep him around and stuff like that, but um some things you just can't come back from. Some things in my eyes I feel like you just can't come back from. And I feel like that's one of them. Darby said, I mean, Duane says, Albert, your background looks exactly like my apartment. Hmm, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I would sit there and say, give it to RJ. Thomas already got storylines. He already got something going on. You know, but I'm curious to sit there and see. I'm kind of excited to sit there and see Eric and RJ. Eric from B&B and RJ. Yeah, that's exactly, Courage. Give him something to do. This dude, this dude has been on there for a hot minute, and they haven't really given him a proper storyline since. So give him something to do. Well, once, I mean, Darby says now I can see whole storylines of Betty and Thomas. Betty slapping Brooke on Thomas' behalf. Johnson says, but if it turns out he really is close, he really is a closet discriminator, then we haven't seen the last of him because he'll be exposed. He will expose himself. Harry says, Spike Wake said, Courage, your girl Ava needs to take notes. She's losing her touch. Is what Spider Quick said. Ron says, what about Wyatt? What about Wyatt? Like, why won't they give him a storyline or anything like that? Harry says she's still an excellent shot, though, and she got more money than 5K a month. Very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. Making up the rules. But listen, as fun as this was, I do have to wake up early tomorrow. So I want to sit there and thank everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. Oh, Jess, when you say it like that, Jess, you're something else. You are something else. You're something special. Not as weak as Sonny's pullout game. Jesus Christ. Darby says, quit your job. Oh, trust me, one day I definitely will. Join us next. Join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Albert Bostic. You have a great night, my friend Jonathan. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Tamara. Skip work. One day I will, Darby. Trust me, one day I will. But I just got back though. I've been off for a whole week, so it could be kind of bad if I just skip work tomorrow. But you have a great night, Darby. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Dewan. Have a good night, Jesse Jess. Jesse the Goddess. Just that's always, Jess, you always find a way to sit there and leave me speechless. I give you that much. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Goddess Jess. Uh, Her says my Ava don't answer to no one but me. Good night, Queen Jess and everyone else. And have a good night, Nikisha, Queen Nikisha. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Tris. Thank you for joining us. This was actually it was actually good to see you. I hope I get to see you tomorrow. That's right, Jess does rock. And Bear says, speaking of Austin, Jason needs to have his character go darker. I can see him as Todd Manning with a medical license. Okay, all right. Well, with that being said, I'm not going to read that last comment. With that being said, everyone has a great night. Just says same bad channel, same bad time. Yes, old school. I like that. I like that, Tris. You're gonna fit. You're gonna fit in here just fine. Just fine, Tris. But no, seriously, it's good to actually have you here. I hope I get to see you tomorrow. Oh, that's it. That's all it takes, Jess. Just a million. Just 1 million. Oh, okay, good to know. Darby says nothing less than 10 million, Jess. Darby, you already agreed to 1 million. You don't bump it up. Thanks, Darby. I appreciate that. I was like, 1 million is fine, but Darby had to sit there and say 10 million. Thanks, Darby. I appreciate that. Well, not now, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Lashanta. Since Darby decided to put it at, Darby says, "No, you can't marry my daughter, Albert." Okay. Well, come on now, Darby. You already had that 1 million. Now you got to bump it up to. Apparently so. And the thing says, Nate says the character of Victor on YNR has barely paid for anything he's done. My dream storyline is Victor gets kidnapped and hurt by the man he locked up, and Michael's whatever his last name is. Oh, Michael Baldwin. And that storyline that no one saw because um, they were just too cheap to tell it. But also, yes, thank you for answering the question. I feel like a lot of people didn't really pay attention to the question, or they just made up their own rules and asked another question. Um, Not gonna sit there and say any names, even though it starts with a J. I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right, everyone, have a great night. Stay safe, and yeah. Oh, tell me. Oh, okay. Nothing less Albert Chess is worth that. Okay, okay, Darby. We already agreed to 10 million. That means you. That's it. Darby, do not actually put up that damn number. Just says let it go. I didn't actually thought that you heard me, but I said it too low. I didn't think you actually heard me. I said, Darby, no, don't raise it up at that point. All right, everyone. Laters.